This is Bianca, a computer science major who's starting this semester, is going to have to impersonate this fool, Sebastian, and pass his Intro to Computer Science 101 class for him. Not out of the kindness of her heart or anything, but for hard cash. Because just a while ago, Bianca got a call informing her this semester she would not be getting any scholarship funding. Meaning, she's gonna need to find another way to pay for college. Which brings us to the present. Bianca is committed to look the part, all so she can get paid generously in exchange for passing Sebastian's classes. She's not here for fun, to play games, or make friends. This is survival, and she was desperate. That's why, on the first day of classes, as long as she doesn't do anything to blow her cover, like getting to know somebody well as Sebastian, then it'd be an easy job and easy money. So, she's gotta completely ignore this girl trying to talk with her, as heartless as that would be. Said girl who was just ignored is Chandler, a woman who also attends Bianca's computer science class. Unlike the baggage Bianca is carrying though, all Chandler wants from this semester is somebody to crush on. And it just so happens the person she decided on was the disguised Bianca, which did not go well to start. Though, maybe Bianca was a bit too harsh? It was just a greeting after all. It wouldn't hurt if she just introduced herself rather than make somebody dislike her off the bat. So, this time it's Bianca trying to get Chandler's attention. Though she is a bit annoyed at Bianca, she still decides to listen. And is for some reason called Sebastian, which is clearly not her name. But that was just a weird misunderstanding Bianca could not help laughing at having happened. Because what Bianca meant was that she's Sebastian. That it's nice to meet Chandler. And something clicked while seeing, quote, Sebastian laugh. Smiling like that, as just maybe, Chandler's instincts were right from the start. This is her crush of choice. Which means, for the audience reading, we'll know it'll be quite the shock for Chandler when, surprise, you're gay. If that ending bit didn't clue you in, this is Surprise You're Gay by Laundromat and Lawnmower? That is quite the name, though I guess I'm not one to talk. Anyways, it's an ongoing webtoon from Webtoon, which I quite enjoyed. And if some wacky things like Bianca harnessing the power of gaslighting or being in the history class of chair sounds ridiculous in an entertaining way, I recommend you read it too. I learned of Surprise You're Gay a while back and was reminded it existed at all while playing Love Curse, where, also in a university setting, one of the romance options is Eleanor, a woman taking a class in place of her twin sister Cassidy. You can see why I dot those similarities, right? Well, this video isn't just about Surprise You're Gay. Rather, it's going to be about one other webtoon as well, because my two most popular videos, a common complaint I got was, where is this on Webtoon? Or, this is not a Webtoon. So, quick lesson, but these are Webtoons on Webtoon, the platform, yes. But also, there are Webtoons on these. They are Korean platforms where Korean authors first make their Webtoons, and some of them even get licensed and translated over for a wider audience on other platforms. I've mostly talked about those, however, there are plenty of Webtoons on Webtoon, the platform. In fact, many of them are Yuri/GL too. Well-known ones like Mage and Demon Queen, as well as Not So Shoujo Love Story. There are many fantastic and well-regarded works on there. So, why not? For my quote deception of those two vids, I will recommend two Webtoons from Webtoon in compensation. And given I already gave one, this is my next. Remy is a 23-year-old freelance illustrator, and when she's not working, she's engaging in her favorite pastime, watching her favorite streamer, Luna. Remy's kind of a really big fan. She'll tune in to Luna's VODs day or night, even right before bed. Though she watches other stuff too, like romance dramas, which has the unfortunate effect of making Remy quite envious, even from just looking at other people in their happy relationships. is a grievance she elects to share with her friend, a problem of which her friend offers Remy a wonderful solution for. That being, naturally, to just go find someone on a dating app. Remy was initially hesitant at the idea, but decides to give it a try anyways. And, as most people can tell you, dating apps are certainly an experience. You'll see people, for example, that aren't looking for a relationship and just want to bang. Maybe even someone that's already in a relationship and wants you to be a plus one. Sometimes the profile is so confusingly put together, you don't know who that person is. Or the opposite, the profile makes exactly clear the kind of person it is, red flags included. There will be joke profiles trying to get you to do something, or even profiles just serving as advertisement. It can be quite draining. You might not find anybody worth connecting with. But in Remy's case, by a stroke of fate, she found her favorite streamer Luna on it. Of course, just because Remy likes her doesn't mean Luna will like her back. Unless in fact she does, so they end up matching together anyways. But just because they matched, doesn't mean some random dating profile of Luna is actually her. Unless Luna literally responds to her text on stream. It's too good to be true, and yet all the evidence points at it being reality. Remy is chatting, laughing, and getting to know the real Luna. As it becomes clearer, she's actually about to start dating her favorite streamer. That was Yellow by Aisha, which I mostly wanted to recommend because it's absolutely detailed, vibrantly colorful, gorgeous art. I mean, just look at it. The quality is off the charts and the characters are so wholesomely sweet. Very different from two series I consider talking about instead, being Winter Before Spring and Uni I Like You. But I don't feel like dragging the mood down by talking about a bunch of homophobia. Do consider reading them anyways though, if you're in the right mind space for that. Otherwise, Yellow and Surprised You're Gay are the two webtoons I wanted to share, which I picked partially because they're not completely obscure, so I managed to learn of them at all, yet also not mega popular that everyone would have known. But mainly because they don't have GL bastard in the title. That's a factor at all because Webtoon does not have a GL tag, nor even a BL tag, which is surprisingly, honestly. This makes it so many Yuri Webtoons gotta put GL in its preview image or in its title for you to know it's not all gay. Though, to be fair, many also don't, and us Yuri fans will find it regardless. But in the case they do, it makes it possible to at least type GL in the search bar, though your experience searching through this is gonna be all over the place. Though, better than nothing. Can also consider going to somewhere else like Tabas, which they actually at least have a proper GL tag to filter by, making it easier to find stuff, most of which are on Webtoons anyways. So it's kind of like a second search bar, though for more limited set of stuff since you'll find far less comparatively to Webtoon. But if you're searching at all, might as well cover your bases. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I've done my duty. Consider giving the series I've discussed a read, and also consider subscribing to be up to date on my Yuri recommendations, explorations, and rants. Also, as always, thanks to my Patreon supporter, Stout Lover, for the continuous support for what I do. And, as always, have a Yuri meme for the road. Bye!